Good morning, everyone. It is day 3. It is Wednesday. I hope you have all been doing well. You have been behaving. You have been doing your homework. You're undressed. You let me know if they haven't been. So let us start our lesson. Let us start with reviewing the homework as always. So yesterday's homework, you had numbers 22 through 40 even. I'm going to do number 26. And then I will do number 40, and then we'll move forward to our lesson. So number 26, we got 4x minus y minus 2 equals 0. In this problem, we're asked, state the x and y intercepts. Oops, sorry. There we are. So state the x and y intercepts and the slope of each equation, then graph the equation. Okay, first and foremost, I do not like how it's currently written, so I am going to change it to, so it says, it's into my standard form, so I'm going to add that to 4x minus y equals 2. Now, per yesterday's lesson, what did we say? How do we get the x and y intercepts from this portion? Do you all remember? Remember, our standard form is ax plus by equals c. Do you all remember that? We started from here. My x intercept will equal c over a, comma 0. And my y-intercept would equal 0, comma c over b. Okay, so in this situation, then, this is my a, this is my b, this is my c. So my x-intercept, it is c 2 over a 4, comma 0, and my y-intercept equals 0 first, comma c 2 over, if there is no number, what secretly is right there, negative 1. Oh, I wrote c instead of 2. 2 over negative 1. Okay, let's simplify these. Can I simplify this fraction further? Yes. This gives me 1 over 2, comma 0. And this gives me 0, comma negative 2. Okay, from this portion 2, we said that our slope equaled negative a over b. Again, if you do not recall these notes right here, please go back to your notes from yesterday. That is where we wrote them, okay? So slope equals negative a, so negative 4 over b. My b again is negative 1. So my slope is positive 4. From here, we're going to graph. Okay, so now I have my x-intercept, my y-intercept. I have my slope, so let us graph it. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, I need to graph 1/2 0 first. My x-intercept again is going to cross my x line. 1/2 0. It's going to go there. Then I'm going to do 0, negative 2. If you want to make sure that you know that you're graphing the correct thing, let us do from either one of the points, let's do our slope. I would choose the whole number, not the fraction. So I'm going to go positive 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And if there's no number underneath for the run, what is it secretly? 1. So it goes right here. I will now get my handy dandy calculator ruler, and let us connect the dots. Okay, this is what you should have done. Ideally, your spacing is better, so it should be a bit visually better. But that is basically what you should have been doing during those problems. As I said, I'm also going to do number 40. I'll try to do this quickly. So number 40, we're told use a table of average weights of boys to determine the average yearly weight gain during each time interval. So part A is asking specifically during the first year. Now, when we do these problems, we are doing them comparing one to another, okay? So that means when I look at the table, I'm going to be comparing from newborn to 1 year. Why am I doing that? Because when you're at 1, you're not exactly comparing from 0 to 1. You're just doing 1. So I need both. And then the weight for this time was 7.2 for newborn and 22 for the 1-year-old. Okay, let's do our slope. Our slope would be 22 minus 7.2 over 1 minus 0. When you do the math here, you would get 14.8 pounds per year. I'm not going to do the rest only because I'm pretty sure you all can do it. You're just comparing the two ages that they gave you. I specifically wanted to look at this one because during the first year, I could see you guys being inclined to not pay attention to the newborn, but we're talking from the moment they're born to a year old, so that is 1 year completely. Okay, so we will be beginning 2.3, writing linear equations. 2.3, writing linear equations. This is page 69. Okay, let me make sure that we focus that. Awesome. Let me see. Let me get it closer. Okay, that should be good now. So, we've gone over standard form of writing equations. By this time, we should all be comfortable with that. It is ax plus by equals c. We have also gone over function notation. Which is f of x equals mx plus b, where our m is our slope, our b is our y-intercept, this is also called the slope-intercept form when we write it specifically as. This is also our slope-intercept form when we write it as y equals mx plus b. Okay, so we now have our standard form, our function notation, and our slope-intercept form. Utilizing our slope-intercept form, we can also solve when we only have a point and the slope. So let's do an example problem. If we have the point 2, 1 with a slope of 2 over 3, how do we get our equation if we do not have the y-intercept? Well, I'm so glad you guys asked. We're going to do y equals mx plus b. In this situation, do I have a y? Yes, I have the y right here. Do I have an x? Yes, I have the 2 right here. Do I have the m? Of course, I was literally told my slope is 2/3, so I have my m. Do I have everything for here to then solve for my y-intercept? Yes. So let's plug it in. So I'm going to do 1 equals 2/3 times my x plus b. When I am multiplying fractions, remember I always do the numerator multiplied together. What secretly is underneath 2? 1, correct? So then the denominators are multiplied together. So I do 1 equals 4/3 plus b. I gotta get b for it by itself, so I'm gonna subtract the 4/3, subtract the 4/3. So I have 1 minus 4/3. Can I subtract them the way they are written? No. I gotta make sure they have common denominators. Okay, so what denominator should I make them? 3. To make both this have a denominator 3, that means I multiply the denominator and the numerator by 3. So I get 3/3 minus 4/3 equals b. 3 minus 4 is -1/3. Now I have everything I need. I have my y-intercept. I have my slope from the very beginning. So now, let me finish that box. I can write my equation, which is y equals my slope 2/3 x minus 1/3. And this would be the equation that I want. Does that make sense to everyone? I hope it does. As you do your homework columns, you'll get a hang of it. Now, we don't only have the standard form, we don't only have function notation, and we don't only have slope-intercept form. We also have this other form called our point slope form. This one will look like y minus y1 equals m parentheses x minus x1. So again, y minus y1 equals m x minus x1. Okay. You guys got it? Because I want to do an example next. And I'm going to need more space than what I have right there. If you guys need more time, Miss Andres will pause for you guys. So I'm going to keep moving forward. Okay, in this example, we're going to write the standard form equation of the line passing through 2, 1 with a slope of 2/3. Okay, so this problem specifically, I want to do it with point slope form. Use point slope form. I know you guys don't have it memorized yet, but let's start trying to get it into our brain. More for recognition. Remember, I give you the equations, but this is so that you remember which one's which. So y minus y1 equals m parentheses x minus x1. Okay, I'm going to plug in where I see y1 and x1. This is where I am plugging in my ordered pair. Okay? Obviously, my slope goes in the slope portion. This will stay as y. Y minus 1 equals 2/3 parentheses x minus 2. Before I can try to get 1 by itself, I'm going to distribute this 2/3. This means I'm multiplying it to both sides. So I get y minus 1 equals 2/3 x. This becomes negative 4 over 3. How do I get rid of the negative 1? I add 1, add 1, add 1. Okay. This, again, is secretly 1 over 1. And to get rid of to actually do the math, I have to be able to multiply by 3. So, what's negative 4 plus 3? Negative 1. Good job. Get 2/3 x minus 1 over 3. Now, this is if I was trying to solve for my equation in the slope-intercept form. From here, I'm actually going to take a different route. Different route. And let's take this over again over here, because I know that if you guys see that, you might get confused. So let me do it down here. So we were left at y minus 1 equals 2/3 x minus 2. What do I do when I do not want a fraction? How do I get rid of a fraction? Do you guys remember? I know you guys had a problem like that in the test when I told you guys, get rid of the denominator. How do we get rid of the denominator? We multiply by the least common denominator. Well, there's only one number here that's on a denominator, so I'm going to multiply by 3. The only rule is, whatever I do to one thing, I gotta do it to everything. Okay, this 3 multiplied by y is 3y. This 3 multiplied by negative 1 is negative 3. This 3 multiplied by 2/3, those 3's cancel out. All I get left behind is 2. And it does not affect the parentheses. It affects the thing in front. From here, again, we want it in standard form. Standard form. Now I can distribute this 2. I got 3y minus 3 equals 2x minus 2. Let's reiterate that standard form is ax plus by equals c. That means anything with a y, I want it on the left. Anything without a y, I want it on the right. Okay, so I'm going to subtract my 2x. Subtract my 2x. I got 3y minus 2x minus 3 equals negative 2. I'm going to add that 3. Add that 3. So I get 3y minus 2x equals 1. And this is my standard form. Standard form. Okay. I am going to pause here. I know that this video is a little shorter than the other days, but I want to make sure that you guys are not getting confused, and I don't have enough time to go through too much moving forward. So please get your homework done. I will be checking every single thing by the time you guys return, by the time I come back. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a blessed day. Bye, guys.